gosh.
That you're not allowed to spend the night at. French. It is 10:15 and we're still trying to find a place. Really out in the middle of nowhere. There's the destination. Fun times. Let's do it. So I've actually found an SD card, hoping that it works because it was screaming it couldn't read the memory card a second ago. I have 11 minutes until I get the new one, which is alright. And this is the kind of setup that we've got. We've got all the seats down with the Nissan Juke. And we've got some pillars at the back there. I'm pushing the seats back. I know a lot of people usually put like boards at the back there. But we're just folding the seats back and putting the pillars on top there because, you know, we're quite small people. So, you know, not too bad. But yeah, so we're going to see how we get along. Wish us luck. Wait for Tasha. She's putting faces at me then. Come on in. Is Neil going to close the gate for us?
Yeah.
Perfect. Hi. I think we've done it. So the first stop we're going to do is McDonald's in Coventry and get ourselves some breakfast there. We got Toaster, who is, I don't know if you can see him in the back there. Oh, hello. There you go.
Like, now you can.
So tell me, babe, do you prefer the old style of colour scheme of McDonald's or the new one?
I like the new one, to be honest.
You like the new one? I preferred the old one.
I think the new one's got more thought put into it. The old one was just a bit chaotic.
Yeah, but sometimes chaos is needed.
Yeah, but not when you're having a Mackey's. Peterborough looks pretty big.
Is that the arrival to our destination?
That's like where I've put it to at the moment, but when we get nearer we can figure out if we go this way or that way or what.
That's where we're heading, the Walsh.
The Wash.
The Wash. I don't know why I keep calling it the Walsh. The Walsh.
Dyslexia. Yeah, well, between us we're alright. I can read, you can see.
What we didn't realise is there's a 2-mile stretch of motorway, and I'm only on a provisional licence, so I've got to take these off because I'm not allowed on the motorways. So now we're swapping, and we've got Tash driving now. We've got the Toby dog wondering what the hell's going on. And yeah, so how many miles is it of motorway? Just out of interest.
So we're here, we get on the M6 and then I think it becomes an A road somewhere here. Because it's an A road there. I don't know at what point it becomes an A road, but maybe we'll just say Kettering you can take back over again.
2 minutes left on this SD card now, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna probably go dark for a little bit until we get to, where is it, Peterborough?
Stop over at Kettering.
Yes, yeah, Peterborough. So in Peterborough, by the time I get hopefully an SD card, so I can continue filming. I think I've shopped that SD card. So yeah, that's the batteries for this. We'll see how we get along. So yeah, until we hit Peterborough in a minute. So I've got like 1 minute left on my filming time. We've actually hit Peterborough now. And Tash is just going into the NM, just over there. So we can try and grab some extra gear for us to make us a little bit more comfortable for tonight. Dog in the back, Toby dog, just chilling out. And yeah, and this is the weather. So I don't know if the weather's going to be like this up at the wash, but I guess we'll find out. I think we're going to be toasty warm in here anyway. I think it's going to be quite warm, but yeah, so we'll see.
Toby has had his chicken nuggets. And now we're on to our destination. Whoa, that's a cool house. See, it's just a little while that way.
So there's seagulls flying around me, which means that we are pretty close to our destination, which is good. We don't know how long we've been driving for. We set off about 9:30. I think the time is now getting on towards about 3 o'clock, but we've had a couple of breaks. On our way down to this place, we were actually getting a little bit hungry, to say the very least. So we saw a McDonald's. That's the second McDonald's I've had today. Just pulled in there, got ourselves a cheeky Mackies. We're close now to our destination, and I think I'm done with driving for the day. So we're gonna get some stuff that from Sainsbury's here. All we need is batteries and water, and that's it. So then we're all kosher for the night, really. So here it is. This is on the Park for Night app. Best take it out of this, haven't we? Our brand new gas cooker. I'm going to go in the messy boot for a minute.
Extra.
Weather looks all right over there. When you go around this way, looks like there's a bit of a storm there. How's your coffee?
Nice. No sand in it so far.
Nice. Settled down-ish.
Just enjoying watching.
Yeah. I tell you what, I'm actually pretty warm in this sun, I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, it is a bit hot. So, we forgot something very important. A light. A torch or fairy lights or anything like that. And we don't want to use the light in the car in case we drain the battery and we need to go somewhere. So, having settled at the beach spot, we then had to pack back up. And we've headed down the road. A somewhat grumpy Josh is in that Lidl there. looking for fairy lights or anything that can help us really. And then hopefully we can go back to the same spot, but it just depends whether they're all taken or not. It seems to be a very popular place with all the camper vans. You might have seen a few in Josh's videos. And another one turned up just as we were leaving, and with it being a Friday and about 6 o'clock now, there probably will be more people going there. But it's alright, because we've looked, and if we can't find a space there, then about 10 to 15 minutes down the road is another town with a few spaces we think we'll be able to go. And yeah. Toby is so confused. He was completely zen, curled up in the back there, looking over the beach, growling at the children as he does. And now we've come out to a Lidl of all places, and Josh has run off and he doesn't understand why. So yeah.
So I see Tasha done a description of us needing a light that we realised we didn't have. I found these little things, little Minecraft reading lamps. Got the batteries for them, so that serves as a little light. And then as we were driving back, Tasha looked in the glove compartment and noticed there was like a torch in there. So I was like, oh. So anyway, we drive back to the place where we was gonna set up camp, and then someone had actually parked like lengthwise across 2 spaces. It was the most arrogant thing I'd seen. It really made me cross. And now we found ourselves in this car park, and in this car park, you're not allowed to camp. So we've got to do this like really stealthily, and not give off too much of a thing. You know, I've got the barbecue out. Yeah, I'm making myself something to eat. You know, hopefully it'll be alright, but we'll see. Makes the video a bit more interesting, a bit more entertaining. Worst they can do, I think, is move us on, but still, it's piss take, because we had a beautiful place. Back of the car opened up onto the beach and everything like that, and now we're on top of a cliff. It's now windy. Yeah, it's sort of gone a little bit tip side up, and yeah, it's kind of annoyed about that. It's just one of those situations. But you know, that guy parking across 2 parking spaces was the most annoying thing, really. I was really annoyed with it. It was just the most arrogant thing to do, you know, just take up 2 spots. You've taken away someone else's space. They took our space, you know, or space for someone else. I mean, I wouldn't have minded if, like, we went there and there was loads of people there who have just parked up. Like, normally it would have been like, oh, that's not a problem, you know, it is what it is. Yabu sucks to me. We shouldn't have gone out. We shouldn't have forgot a lamp. But the fact it was someone that, like, parked across 2 spaces just took the piss, honestly. But it is what it is. You know, it's not the end of the world. We're here. Got some hot dogs for tonight. We've got mustard as well. So that's what we're doing. Still looking on the bright side of life. Do you know what I mean? It is what it is. It's one of them things. There's idiots in the world, you know, inconsiderate idiots, I reckon I should call them. But anyway, let's get right back into the video. I can always cook these in the brine. Just makes life a bit easier. I need to get the cutlery out from underneath here, I've just realised, and I've just put this on and not really thought it through. Again.
Again.
We ain't even got any plates, have we?
What do you mean we don't have plates? I said to you plates and bowls. For fuck's sake, Josh.
What can you do? No matter how many times we think we've got everything, we've always, in the back somewhere, we've always forgotten something. Yeah. Don't believe it. Bloody hot dog. So I realised, obviously, the car is parked at, obviously, a bit of an angle. It's not straight. A bit of an uphill on this side. So when I was cooking, I noticed the pan was sliding towards the driver's seat. So I've made that level. I've made it all level. So that's all good. And it's all safe and away from the blankets, even though it doesn't look that safe on the camera, but it is. There's no fire. And oh, probably watching the tide coming in now, I guess. After our hot dogs, settled down with a nice brew. View over the sea. We got no card games. We got no entertainment. We'll see how it goes here. I think we just got to be somewhat vigilant, because obviously we're not meant to be here. You know, we're actually, we could get a knock at any time. Problem is though, we was literally just talking about this a second ago. I said to Tasha, I said, if we get a knock, don't answer the door, just pretend no one's here. And I thought, we've got the dog, haven't we? So as if anyone knocks on that door, Toby's gonna go mental, barking away. So yeah, we can't really pretend that we're not there. So we just have to not answer or something. I don't even know what we do in this situation, but drive off, don't say anything. We will see what tonight brings. It will all be eventful, I'm sure, because the day's gone a little bit weird. The journey getting up here was alright, you know, it was absolutely fine, wasn't even an issue, but it was just, since getting up here, then we realised actually we did forget stuff, and I tried so desperately not to forget stuff, but then it was like one thing after the other thing after the other thing after the other thing. It was like, we forgot this, we've got that, we've got this, we've got that. And it was just like, oh, this is ridiculous. So it's one of them, you know, as we do it more, we'll get better at it. It's one of them. But we've got all our essentials. It's not like we haven't got food or power or anything like that, so it's only little things. Like a plate, plates, I forgot plates. And obviously the lamp incident and everything like that. It's one of them. Here's what it is. Has its elements of beauty, that does. And I think we're going to go for a walk on the beach in a minute, which would be good. So we're just on a stroll down to the beach, and we're going to see... Huh?
You said it so many times.
I know, I'm trying to not sound so bait what I'm going to say next. So we're on a stroll down to the beach, and on our way down to the beach, we are going to... What are you doing, bro?
It's going to be in bloopers or something.
I don't know. So we're on a stroll down to the beach, and we're going to check down by this hedgerow here to see if it's any better if we park there. Because once we get in that car, babe, and let's say we're locked in for the evening, unless we need to go to the toilet and stuff, but if we go to the toilet, we do need to be like vigilant about it.
Yeah.
You know, because as they say, like, you know, once you go in, that's it. If you're trying to do it stealthily.
I don't generally need the toilet overnight. If I go before bed, I'll be fine till the morning.
Yeah. We just go to the toilet, do what we need to do, and then just cozy up. This dog has a habit of just stopping. Like, he's just found £1 million on the floor, and then he'll just crack on like that. Proper sand this time. All the fishermen on the sea.
Oh, now this is a nice beach. Did you do that little jumping?
Has he ever seen the sea before? Because I don't know what he's going to do. I don't know what he... Oh no! He does not know what to say. He wants to get aggressive, but he just ends up shitting himself. Toby? Seize the day.
Drifting sand concealing trip hazards.
Why did you just walk faster after seeing that sun? Come on, trip me up, okay? So, back behind the wheel again. We haven't been moved on or anything. It's just there's so many cameras around here, and the signs specifically say you're not meant to be sleeping in your motor vehicle, and like you can get fined for it, and the last thing we want to be doing is getting fined. So we're back behind the wheel yet again. The sun's going down and we are literally like struggling to find somewhere. I don't know if it's worth us going back to the one where we was at before, checking out, seeing if those people have moved on. If they haven't, then I mean, we might just have to squeeze in somewhere. Do you know what I mean?
Let's go and see.
Yeah, it's our best bet right now. Because we need to knuckle down, get everything set up, and you know, all the rest of it. So fun times. Let's do it. Got to head back there and crack on. First car camp has had its trials and tribulations, to say the very least, but we don't really want to get any fines, do we? So
yeah.
Right, you guys probably can't see too good at the minute.
No, you can't really see it.
I try and up the brightness when I'm editing, but it is 10:15 and we are still trying to find the place. Oh my days, what's going on?
Babe, just after you go around this corner, you need to turn right.
Right, cool, nice. Just there.
Yeah.
Yeah, anyway, we came across this car park because we've been basically driving around now for what feels like an hour, trying to find a place to stay, and we've just gone out to some back end bloody country whatever, just trying to find somewhere. You know, it's 10:15, no idea where we are. We're literally just depending on the sat navs, and yeah, and so we ended up going through this village which had somewhere on Park for Night, and we pulled into this place. It was dark, it was eerie, it was just creepy, and I said to Tash, not being funny babe, not staying here. It's just got bad vibes from it, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Not really something that...
It was like burning witches in history kind of vibes, like something bad had happened there. It just felt like that.
Yeah, not somewhere I'd really want to go. So
we wake up to like a monk in the car with us or something.
Why has it got to be a monk?
Because that's all. Creepy ghosts aren't just like normal people. That would be creepy, would it?
No, I suppose not.
It would just be like, oh hi Jerry.
We found this other place. What? So how many reviews has it got, Tash? Give them the rundown.
It's like, so it's got like, I reckon like 8 to 10 reviews, and most of them say it's all good. The only real complaints are like there's a bit of litter, and the road was a bit potholy on the way in, but other than that it all seems fine. So I think this one could be the one, hopefully.
What's that?
What?
On the road?
It's like a deer or something.
Some jack or something. I fucking saw eyes staring at me, man. So, where are we going now then?
Let me check.
See a red light over there. Oh, there's a bunny rabbit.
No.
Coming across the road there, boy.
Just a little bit further down, so there'll be some buildings on our right coming up. Keep going past them. It's like 2 more buildings in the road.
Right, so we've come to the end of this road. It was a bit creepy to start off with, and we've actually found that there's some other campers next to us who are really, really nice, so that's really good. Really happy to see that. I've got a cigarette in my mouth, so this video probably will not get monetized, but it is what it is. At this point, I don't really care about monetization and all that. I just want to hunker down for the evening, and this is just raw and real. I think I smoked about 500,000 cigarettes today, but at least we've actually got somewhere that we can lay our heads down, and I know that, well, I think it's before 11 o'clock anyway. Oh, camera's getting knocked down. That's alright, it's alright. At least it's before 11 o'clock at night, so that's good. And the lamps that we've got are actually pretty good. It's been an eventful day of running back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, but apparently it's absolutely beautiful here, so they say, next door, which is really good. Gotta be careful not to bloody shank the dog here. Just using this as a screwdriver to get me Mario torch up. Perfect. Hey. Awesome.
Shining out there. That's what I was trying to say to you.
We're cozied up in the car for the first, or I should say, not first, but second sleeping in a car in a Nissan Juke. So I've got the bin bags over the windows. And so yeah, anyway, let's get this dozy up there. Peace out, everyone. And I don't really know what else to say. See you in the morning, unless anything happens in the night. Hopefully not.
What's what the other guy says? If you don't hear any more from me, then I've slept well. Or whatever it is. That's what I think.
Is it? You motherfucker.
God.
You motherfucker.
This is gonna be a long night.
Nah, bruv. You went with your feet along the back fucking window. You cannot tell me that would not shit you up.
No, I'm sticking my feet in this little nook.
Do it again for the camera. Just do it again.
Hang on, I don't know how I did.
You cannot tell me that would not freak you out if you didn't know what that was. Yeah. Right. Yeah. Could be a long night. Take it easy, people. Morning, everyone. Welcome to the sign of raining. Surprisingly warm. Yeah, it's actually quite warm in here. But yeah, had a sort of on and off night's sleep last night. I'm not too sure what the time is now though. Oh, it's 6 o'clock in the morning. Yeah, I might go put my head back down, see if I can't get a couple more hours. But yeah, just on and off all night. So it's now 9 o'clock in the morning, which is good. Managed to get my head down for a couple of hours, and couple of hours. Said that really fast. And it's still raining, so it's a bit soggy, which is going to be interesting. So we're going to have to try and find a way to get some brekkie and go to the toilet and stuff without getting absolutely soaked. There'll be a way, but anyway. So I'm actually sat in the back of the car cooking this time rather than standing on the back because it is absolutely peeing it down with rain. And I cooked us up some bagels, and now I've just got a coffee on the go now. So yeah, it's a bit crammed in here. It does look absolutely crammed, but it's alright. Just at the minute, it's just this rain. It's non-stop rain at the minute. Just want to say this place is quite literally in the middle of nowhere. Must have been driving for about 10, maybe 15 minutes off the road to get to here. So this is like deep in like farm territory, whatever. This is the beauty of this, like, you know, I thought we was going to end up on the beach. It's going to be a nice day and all the rest of it. And now this is where we ended up. And this is all just part of the adventure, you know. And you know, I wanted to do something like this for a while. You know, helps with like overthinking and things like that, you know, because at least I'm only thinking about food and sort of one day at a time. Sort of forces you to think one day at a time rather than thinking about some other things that, you know, may stress you out. So it's good. It really is good. And you know, even though we may have been a bit messed around yesterday, we were, you know, obviously going back and forth and all the rest of it, you know, we still ended up with somewhere to sleep. We still got food in our stomachs, and we still got, you know, drink, water and stuff like that, you know, and that's more than what some people have got, you know. So, you know, got to consider ourselves lucky in that regard. But this is just empty. It's desolate. There's like no one around. And the rain is coming down. So yeah, better get back to the car and find out what the next plan of action is.
Oh, lovely to meet you.
Yeah, I am Canon.
You enjoy your travels?
Yes, we try. Well, we do. No,
We do.
No problem.
Yeah. Have a nice trip.
Yeah, we'll figure out where to go next. At least we weren't alone last night, because when we pulled in here, it was black, and I was like, I really hope there's other people here, and we seen you, I was like, oh.
But that's
Thank
why
you.
came.
We had
we
so many.
often have that. The people came and spoke to us. Last time we met German English person who studied in Heidelberg, and he was teaching children, and
He was
he
a
spoke perfect
teacher.
German.
Oh wow.
Very good.
But the
Poor cold Toby.
Off they go. Awesome. I tell you, I was really happy. I think I emphasised this last night in last night's little vlog thing, but I was really happy that we were not the only ones here, because I mean, we didn't really have any other choices. It would have been us staying here, but I would have felt so like uncomfortable if it was just us in the middle of this place. Is it? I think it's like 10-20 minutes to get back to civilization, I think. I don't know, but yeah. We're gonna hit the road, then we're gonna go up to some place called, where is it? Lincoln.
Yeah, we're going to go Lincoln Way, to the Lincolnshire Wolds and the coast by Lincoln, and see what we find.
Yeah. What is it, like a 20-minute drive or something?
It's probably more like half an hour or something like that.
Alright, yeah. Yeah, we'll see what we can find, and hopefully there'll be some places there. But in fact, we got told that we were actually reading Park for Night wrong. So, if you look at the yellow park symbols on Park for Night, that's places that you're not allowed to spend the night at. But if you look at the white places, that's your good to go places. So yeah, just putting the car back in some sort of orderly fashion, and then heading off. All this litter from our journey. It's the only thing with car camping is you honestly do make such a mess. To like have to wait for the demist. Wow, we were sleeping in here last night. It's just misted up so much. Just happy to see the top. Oh dear. Rocking and rolling.
Decision to pack a towel, and we've used it more than anything else we've rang on this trip.
Past the creepy trees that I thought was really creepy last night. Actually,
See, they're fine.
it's not that creepy. But when we didn't know where we was, and this was all pitch black because it was dark, as you can see, this is just nothing but farmland. Look, there's 2 farmhouses. That's the first fucking.
It's so flat as well. Like, why is this end of the country just flat and square? It's really weird.
It is weird. There's no hills, is there? Like where we
Yeah.
are, there's hills everywhere, but there's literally no hills. It's all flat.
I don't quite realise how hilly it is where we are until we've come here.
If you guys have seen, right, or played the game Hell Let Loose, you can't tell me that this just doesn't look like a map from Hell Let Loose. Like, honestly, just a bit more obviously for the modern things like a wind turbine, but it does genuinely have that Hell Let Loose to it. Just fields and hedgerow kind of things there, like, you know, it's just, I definitely have that vibe right now. I knew that was going to be the case, getting stuck behind one of them. I don't really know where we're going to go now. Left or
Not
right?
ahead.
Not ahead.
Picnic area, I think. Really. So there's some tanks and I don't know what the other stuff are.
Matt would love this.
Memorial garden. There's a dog.
There's a big ass tank over there. Let's go and park over there somewhere.
Oh.
Look at that. Bloody hell. If you want to take a picture, you got to make a donation. I don't carry change on me. I've already started filming. Oh, do you know what? When I come back out, I'll see if I can't find £1 because it is, you know, it's for our military at the end of the day. So that is one. Amazing. Look at that. That's what he's doing.
Good boy. The table is sitting here.
Yeah, let's try and find somewhere to sit. What that is. K9 menu.
Some treats.
Them people which come on Monday to Friday, they can't work an extra shift. You've got pencil, God knows how much you got. You've got 17 different fishes, 10 to buy. That's 25 hours.
So, as nice as this place is, and it does seem like the food looks good and everything like that, but the queue here is absolutely massive. Terry's did his rubby feet thing again. Yeah, the queue here is absolutely massive, and we just kind of thought, yeah, is it time that we can really spend waiting around, you know, or should we hit the road and try and, you know, get somewhere? We decided to obviously hit the road. But it does look nice in here, honestly. It does look really good.
If it was a weekday, it probably won't be so bad. I think because it's a Saturday, it seems like all the locals are in on this place.
Yeah, true.
Where's the towel?
The towel is down here in this messy footwell.
Need it. Can you help me spread it out?
Soaps.
It probably will be a bit damp, but whatever. It is what it is. As long as it's the top side that gets damp.
Some jerky.
If we keep the bottom side dry, then it'll be fine.
Do it. Off we go. So we are in Skegness. How long have we been driving for?
Hour, maybe hour and a half.
About an hour and a half. So yeah, we're gonna try and find a place on Park for Night for here for this evening, and see what we can find, and hopefully it's going to be a little bit better than last night, because last night was an absolute disaster, to say the very least. Worried about my Stetson hat blowing off, to be honest. Look at that. The sea. Minutes left us on this for SD card. So, to be fair, that was a pretty good SD card in my mind. Good, worth the money, I reckon. So, yeah. Walk along the beach. We've already had some lunch, so our bellies are full. But I think I'm in the mind frame of just taking it easy for today, because get a good night's sleep at a decent time, maybe tonight. Oh, what have you found?
It's like an oyster.
Oh yeah, it was an oyster, I think, at one point. So we got some water and some dog food, and we're heading back to the car and trying to find out, huh?
I'm so messy. I've got marks on me from Piccadilly. I've got chocolate on me from donuts. More chocolate, more mud down here.
Bloody hell. I guess get on Park for Night now and see where we can find.
Yeah. Babe,
What?
I need a wee. It's next to some sand dunes, so I don't think it's quite looking over the sea, but it's literally like just over the mound. Not too crowded, plenty of space, good phone signal, a rough track to get to it, but fine if you go steady. And most people have said the same, good walks. The only negative really is the road to it.
Apparently this is the road for the place. Well, there's a kiddie on the road. Oh, just off the road.
Need the pony.
Oh, this isn't it.
What the fuck?
This ain't it, babe. This is someone's house.
Okay, wait.
Turns out this wasn't the place because when we got to the end, it was someone's house, and
We're not far off. It's the next road along,
Yeah.
but all we had was a postcode, and this is where the postcode took us. But now we're here, we can work a bit more specifically on the map
I'm just gonna.
when Josh manages to get the right way round. But we're just traversing now.
Dude,
I mean, Toby's getting a holiday out this at least.
he's getting a good sleep.
He's had so much sleep. All his excitement on the beach has worn him out.
Oh.
Okay, so go out here.
Oh, put some miles on your car, I tell you.
Yeah.
Some deep ones here. First bloody thing we see is that. Well, look, there's some camper things there. I don't know what you want. What do you think? Don't want to miss out on another sort of good place, really. I mean, you're involved in this too.
Oh, I can come. Ah!
Look at this. Mental. Shouting over there.
Hello, Wagons Office.
Hi, my name's Josh, and planning to do a bit of car camping in the area, and we've got nowhere really to go, and so I was just wondering if you guys would allow a car on your premises, just to stay in the back of. Really, it's just me, my missus, and our dog.
Bear me a second, you're talking to the wrong person. I'll just see if I can get Jean, and she's the person to ask.
Oh, perfect.
Lady. We do have a campfire at the back as well. So.
Ah, perfect.
Hello, can I help?
Hiya, my name is Josh, and my missus and myself were looking to do a spot of car camping in the area, but we've got nowhere really to go, and so we're in a bit of bother. So I just wondered if we could park our car on your premises. We're very small. We ain't got like a huge setup. It's just a Nissan Juke. We're just staying in the back of that with our dog. So I just wondered if that was allowed.
When is it for?
Tonight, if possible.
Yeah. So, do you just want to park up, or do you want to pay, or what? I mean, I don't know what you're looking for, really.
Well, we'll definitely pay. We can pay.
Right.
Well, we're 7 miles away from you now, so I'd say we could be there within like 20 minutes.
Yeah, that's fine. No problem at all.
Oh, that's fabulous.
See you soon, Josh.
See you soon.
All right.
Thank you very much.
All
God
right.
bless you.
No problem. Bye.
Bye-bye. That,
Mamma mia.
is God looking out for us in a time of bother. So,
And if we pay for it, we can't get kicked out because they've agreed to it. We've paid for it. Everything's fine.
and it's on camera.
We can go and get a drink if we fancy it. We could have a bit of food if we fancy it.
So the rundown is we came over to this car park, which is on Park 4 Night, saying, yeah, this place is brilliant. Loads of good reviews, amazing. Thought, brilliant. We'll come up here, we'll set up, we'll chill out and just spend the afternoon chilling out. Of course, other ideas when we come into the car park and found a sign that said no overnight camping or parking, so we stayed here for a little bit. There's walkers going up and down, and then of course, lo and behold, we see a tractor coming up with looked like there were some farmers. They're looking back and forth, and things were a bit uneasy. Toby was absolutely kicking off, majorly so. And it was just like, oh, so this is like a last resort. And I suppose, you know, again, it's all part of the adventure. You know, yesterday it was me, I was like, oh, for goodness sake, what's going on? And now today it's Tasha, you know, she's a bit like, oh. So we're going to try and keep this dream alive. At least I want to. I don't know how Tash feels at the minute.
It's not so much the sleeping in the car that bothers me. It's the having somewhere to park the car where we're not going to be disturbed or kicked out. Because I don't want some angry farmer knocking on the window at 3 a.m. Like, you don't know how they're going to be about that. Some people are a few screws loose, you know what I mean? So.
Yeah. True.
Mm.
Well, let's get to this place then. Let's settle down for the evening. And yeah, this so far, right, in the last 24 hours, it's already been an absolute hell of an adventure because of just trying to find somewhere to go. And the way I look at Park 4 Night is it is hit and miss. You can travel miles to get to these places, and suddenly they've got signs up saying no camping and no overnight parking.
But the sign here looks really fresh, like it's spotless.
Mm.
And so someone put a review on Park 4 Night 3 days ago saying it was fine. So I reckon they've put that sign up, well, since then, basically.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that's it. So we'll go to this place, and you know, we could go and maybe get a drink at the bar or just settle down here, whatever. You know, it is what it is. And yeah, and they've allowed us to do it, which is amazing. So
Let's go.
let's go. We'll keep this dream alive.
Maybe we'll just find that campsites are the way to go in it.
It could be, to be fair, it could be
There's
the way to
nothing
go.
wrong with that. Peace of mind, we're safer on a campsite because, you know, there's generally other people. Oh, do you want to turn off that windscreen wiper?
Oh yeah.
There's generally other people on a campsite, so you don't have to worry too much about, you know, getting robbed and stuff like that.
Yeah, true. I feel like I'm sailing. It seems pretty hot on it. Like I said, it's just people leaving their litter around. That's what it is. Like,
Or like having irresponsible fires.
yeah, and then they've just done all that, and then now it just seems to be like really hot on it. And you know, you could stealth camp it, but I think stealth camping in a car just seems to be a lot more difficult than stealth camping in something like a van. Because a van, you could be construed to be a work van or something, you know.
Depends on the van, because like some of them are very obviously camper vans, and at that point it's like, yeah, there's probably someone in there. But I think, like, there needs to be more faith in humanity, because that place we stayed last night, the reviews, like, a lot of the older reviews said, oh, this place is covered in litter, this covered in litter, but actually a lot of the people that then reviewed since then said, oh, they did an hour of litter picking just to do their bit for using the space. And well, yeah, I think if there were more people like that out there, then we wouldn't have had this problem.
So we've arrived at the campsite outside the pub, which is good. Seems to be some signal here, which is amazing, and it only cost me £10 for the night, which is pretty damn good. So we got this little spot here. The Toby dog, he's got himself in a bit of a tangle already. Bloody hell. And yeah, that's what we're in, and this is our little setup. So shouldn't be too bad. And there's a little bit of overhead cover with the trees, so not too bad, but it's not the greatest. But yeah, we can get some food inside if we need to, and all the rest of it. But the car camping dream is not over yet. You know, I think it was a bit stressful over the last couple of days. You know, using the app and everything like that. It's been a bit hit and miss. It really is hit and miss with the app. You know, we slept for free last night. Tonight we're just sleeping for a tenner. You know, so you can't really complain with that. It's okay. And we've got toilets. We have a shower facility as well, which is absolutely amazing. Got the board outside this time. Toby dog is...
Tobes, what are you doing? Oh, he fell.
Being a nightmare, that's what he's being. Let's get the old cups of tea on now. Nice British cup of tea. So we're pretty much just sat chilling now, not doing much. Toby dog is a very, very tired dog. And then Tasha, very, very tired girl. And me, a very, very tired fool. Oh yeah, it's just been like, you know, obviously driving around for ages. You know, there's always been like a problem or something to solve. You know, like last night we was out driving until like 11 o'clock last night, and now we're literally here and we're secure, and there's like nothing more to do except for to just chill out and relax and not do anything. We've eaten, we've got full bellies, at least I have. Don't know about everyone else. Toby's never got a full belly. You know, we're not going to get kicked out from here. We've paid for the night £10, so it's not too bad. And we haven't got that sort of thing of like, oh, we could get kicked out, or we could, you know, this, that and the other. But thoughts on Park for Night? What are your thoughts on that, Tash?
I think it is a useful app in the sense that some of the places on there you'd never realise were there because they're just down like back roads that, you know, you'd have to go down a lot of back roads to find places like that. It's clearly quite a popular app, so that good spot we did find was obviously very popular, probably partly because of the app, which then sort of defeats the point because you can't get space there. I think the other thing is, obviously there are daytime parking things on there, which is a bit confusing. The app's literally called Park for Night. It seems like it's just a generic camper van parking app, which maybe should be rebranded to reflect that better, but hey ho, maybe I'm just being pedantic. And the final thing, I guess, is that rules change. So that spot we went to today would probably been fine this time last week, but yeah, seems like it's not anymore. So, and there's not a lot on there that is okay. There's probably 90% of it is no overnight parking. Just a bit silly, really.
You sound like a little 50cc engine there, Toby dog. You know, didn't sort of bank on being here. You know, we sort of banked on being in these like lovely seaside views and all the rest of it, but it never really goes as you plan it to when you do these types of things, really.
It's just got too much battling to find that perfect spot and then worrying about getting kicked out. I think it just came to the point where it was like 5 o'clock, 5:30, and we couldn't have ended up in the same boat as last night where we turn up somewhere and it's pitch black and we're knackered. At least now, okay, we are knackered, but that's probably more because of the weekend we've had, but we've got a bit of daytime left to figure ourselves out before we tuck up and go to sleep.
So, for tonight, instead of using Bing bags, actually utilise some of the pillowcases. So, we've just tucked them up and closed the windows over them, and it actually makes for a pretty good curtain. We're going to leave the front open tonight. We're on a campsite, it's not too much of a big deal, do you know what I mean? And the back, we're going to leave the back open, because, well, we should be alright, you know? In the bar area. The bar area is, well, just in this little doorway here.
Because it's illegal and I can be. I don't know where to put it. You're asking the wrong person. It's in the top, I think. To the right.
There's your pool table. But first off, do you want a drink?
Yeah. Josh, you okay? You settled up there?
Yeah, it's perfect, thank you. Yeah, absolutely brilliant.
Get for you.
Just a Coca-Cola night.
We're going crazy tonight, aren't we?
Just a tad.
Where are you going tomorrow?
Home, I think.
Oh, are you?
I just taking a slow mosey back to Warwickshire. So yeah, it's a bit. It's been an adventure, you know, just sleeping in the car where we park up, you know, like, don't know.
What you're making.
Well, that's it.
Yeah.
It's made good memories, you know.
Yeah, no, it is. It's making memories, isn't it?
Yeah,
exactly.
Absolutely. Oh, I might go for decisions. I'll go for a Carling, please, thank you. Yeah, pint of Carling.
Well, that was a big decision. That.
Yeah.
Which I've never heard of.
No,
Just YouTube it. Some people really take it like
live in the
proper.
cars?
Yeah, really seriously, and they got such good setups. And so
You stay in the car where you got the tent.
yeah, no, we stay in the car. So we fold all the seats down. We stay in there.
Yeah.
We got like a little gas stove, and we put that. We've got like a board that we stick.
Outside, can't you?
Yeah, we cook it outside, or well.
Just like having a tent, but not a tent.
Yeah, exactly.
You don't get wet. Yeah, it makes more sense to me that than anything.
How big is the car?
It's a Nissan Juke.
Oh, right. Oh, yeah. Oh, look, yeah.
So it's pretty good. Yeah, it's not too bad. We actually slept in a Mini once at a motorcycle rally because I'm a
Mini.
Yeah, we've done it in a Mini, and we were actually pretty comfortable. So we thought we could do it in a Mini.
In the morning.
So, it's now dark, and I wonder what happened with the gas then. Strange. And now we're making a brew, couple of pot noodles. We just had a couple of pints at the pub, which is alright. It's really nice atmosphere in there, really good. It's a shame that's not my local, to be honest, because I would absolutely love that as a local. Got a couple of pot noodles on the go. Cheers. Okay, people, we're literally just sat in the back of the car right now, and we just heard like tapping on the passenger side. What you're seeing, the orange light in front of you, is the lock symbol in the front cab of the car. We're sat in the back right now. Could be a fox. Could be a fox. I have left pot noodles under the car. Do you think it could be a fox?
Do foxes wag their tails?
I mean, I don't know.
Because it could have been a fox wagging its tail. And now, because it's like slowed down, it's just like the fox moving, knocking itself.
Well, whatever it is, isn't a person. Yeah, we just basically heard something on the passenger side. Where that side?
I thought it was coming from over there, like passenger side, but like towards the front.
Well, I did leave some pop noodles under the car, so it could have been a fox, but Tasha was messing around like 5 minutes before, rubbing her foot on the back door, trying to like freak me out, and I knew it was her, and then I was just getting my head down to go to sleep, and I heard a noise, and I turned around to her and said, "Sod off, stop trying to scare me." She's like, "That's not me that time." So, "Boy, you cried wolf." And
Boy, cried fox.
yeah, and we reckon it's a fox going for the pop noodle. Be interesting to see if the pop noodles are still there tomorrow, but yeah, that's one of them. It is what it is. It's not a person, it's not, anything like that. The dog is just, I don't know if you can see him, but he is just 100% flat out right now.
So we don't even have a guard dog at the moment.
Well, he's unfazed, so there's no need for us to worry, but
I don't know, I reckon he's just too tired. Because if a fox or a dog or anything like that came near a car that he was in, he'd make a fuss.
yeah. Well, if there's any cause for us to panic, then the dog will kick off, and well, unless anything else occurs, then I'll see you in the morning. God bless everyone. Good night. I have no idea what the time is, because the phones are both dead, or at least one of them is, and I can't find the other one. But, to be quite honest, it looks like the sun's coming out. And, yeah. I would put my bets on it's probably about, like, 8 o'clock in the morning. But besides from whatever it was tapping up against the car last night, surprisingly had a good night's sleep, much better than last night. I was hella comfy. Tash, not so much. Were you? She just struggled, apparently.
I kept waking up uncomfy. My knees hurt, my neck hurts. Done with this, I want to go back to my bed.
And today is the day that we go back, so they get us a brew Get us a brew, maybe a bagel or something, and then go from there, I think. I have to say, this dog has been, apart from barking at people in the pub last night, has been absolutely good as gold with this type of stuff. And trashing a car yesterday.
Don't even remind me about that.
But he's been proper nice to sleep with and snuggle with. Been absolutely dope, haven't you, Toby dog?
He's a good boy.
There we have some bagels, butter, and a frying pan to toast off the bagels. I think we're the only ones awake at the minute, but as Tash said, you can't really tell because you can't really see inside them. I do like that one as a camper van, that looks pretty mean. Probably because it's old school. I'm very old school. We are not in the campsite anymore, as you probably have guessed. Tried to do a video of actually pulling out the campsite, but realised didn't have any batteries left, so we've popped into this Premier. I don't know where we are. Where are we?
Is this the Barkworth place?
I don't know. That's what I'm asking.
I don't know. We are near Lincoln, on the way to Lincoln.
On the way to Lincoln.
But we're in some like small town.
Yeah. So we've got some batteries there, and yeah, and on our way back home. And I don't think there's much else to really film apart from this now. I think this is probably our last entry, would you say?
Maybe. See what happens.
Yeah. What have your thoughts been with this whole car camp experience then?
Oh, me?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought... Hang on, he's giving his opinion.
It's a dog.
Nice thoughts, Toby. Anyway, yeah, I feel like I've said a lot about my thoughts as we've gone. I mean, it was nice last night. No.
Shut up, man.
No, we're not gonna get kicked out or anything. My knee's still hurt. I feel about 80. I want to get home, have a shower, get in some fresh clothes.
He's being impossible right now.
Oh no, there's two coming this way.
And I think Tash and I have pretty much described our weekend, so there's not going to be any sort of like famous last words. I don't know if Tash has got anything to say that's famous last words, but you know.
You've asked me this so many times.
Yeah, I've been trying to find like the right time to do the outro to this video, but I figured here was probably the best place, or you know, I'll collab it, or like the comments and stuff like that. I'll figure out a way to do it when I'm editing it, but yeah. And it was an eventful weekend, you know, some stuff didn't go to plan, and it was kind of a bit like, oh, you know, we jumped in, you know, feet first, head first, whatever you want to call it, and yeah, I think maybe next time we can plan stuff a little bit better. Hopefully there might be a next time. Might go off with Matt and do a little camp, not too sure, but we'll see what the future holds. If there will be another episode, I'm sure that I will announce it and all the rest of it. But anyway, I do hope you enjoyed this documentary video, whatever you want to call it, and hopefully maybe learn not what not to do on a site. I don't know, like on a car camp or whatever. I don't know, but I think we did pretty well. That is what it is. Anyway, so everyone, please subscribe to the channel. That would be absolutely brilliant. And I wish you all the best. God bless you, God bless your family, and I shall see you when I next see you. That's it, isn't it? That's the end of the adventure. Take it easy, people.